What is up, Critics? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles I never got the chance to because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. As always, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Dewbauchee 770. Now, I did customize this car in the past, but that was an old video with no commentary, so a lot of you guys wanted me to re-customize it for this video. So this car came out with the Further Adventures in Finance and Felony update in July of 2016. It can be purchased from the Legendary Motorsport website for $695,000, which was a bit pricey for this car since it barely has any customization options, especially back in 2016. Now, in terms of performance, this vehicle is in the sports class, and unfortunately, it was slower than most of the OG top sports cars at the time, like the 9F and the Feltzer, in terms of track performance. However, at the time, it was the second fastest sports car in terms of top speed, right behind the Schafter V12, and obviously, over the years, with all the different sports cars we've gotten, it's been pushed down quite a bit, but it's still in top 15, which is pretty impressive. But if you're looking for the best value in terms of top speed, that's still the Schafter V12, which only costs $116,000. But anyways, in terms of what the 770 is based on, you can probably tell because of the name, it's primarily based on the Aston Martin 177, one of the most beautiful Aston Martins ever made in my opinion. Only 77 were made, which is where the model name comes from, and I'll never forget the day I was lucky enough to see one of these in person at an auto show. I remember taking pictures of it with my iPod Touch at the time, and literally standing there for several minutes just appreciating the design of this car, especially the super wide back end. It's just a really gorgeous car. Also to mention, the 770 in GTA is also mixed with the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. Definitely a very strange combination, but I think the end result is a beautiful car, and there's a reason that I still own mine in game till this day. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the 770. Alright, 770. Okay, we got armor, brakes, engine, exhaust. So stock, this car has quad exhaust tips, as you can see, really awesome. And if you ask me, if we look at the other options here, you have oval, and then you have well, titanium and then oval, and these look pretty good as well, but you gotta admit the quad setup stock looks the best. However, Rockstar did mess this one up. So if I rev it here, you see the backfire, you can see that it's on 3 exhaust tips out of the 4. So the one on the far left actually doesn't shoot any flames, and it doesn't work. You can see the smoke coming out on these two, and on this side only on the one on the right. So that's really unfortunate there. That's been in the game ever since this car came out, and Rockstar never fixed it. So much for expanded and enhanced, right? You'd think they would fix all these little glitches and bugs, but nope, it's still there. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, and once it's there, you really can't unsee it. So you're kind of forced to choose one of these, which obviously these work perfectly. So I think I'm gonna go with the last option here, the oval exhaust. So we'll do that there. Lights, do some xenons. Plate, so I already got my Aston plate, just gonna give it a black background. Respray. So for this, I really like this car in like a really nice metallic gray, so like a black steel with like an ice white pearl. Looks really good on this car. However, I also like the metals category. The brushed aluminum, I think, looks absolutely amazing on this car. Super bright, and it kind of accents all the crazy lines and stuff. Again, it's all personal preference, but I think a really nice gray or bright silver looks best on this car. So let me know in the comments which one you like better, the brushed aluminum, which is, you know, a really crazy bright silver, or the metallic gray, or even just a metallic bluish silver. I don't know which one I want to go with, honestly. I don't know if I should go with the brushed aluminum, or you know what, I think we did brushed aluminum in the last video for one of the cars. Maybe we'll just do like we'll do the black steel with the Ice White Pearl. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. I think they're both really nice in their own way, but yeah, okay. Continuing, chrome emblem goes on the doors. Side skirt, so you do have side skirt options. So you have custom skirt, basically an extension, looks good. And then the last one is the same one but in carbon. So the front bumper of this car, you can see it has some carbon at the center, but then on the outer parts of the bumper you can see it has primary color there. And if you kind of follow that line, you see its primary color. I think carbon looks a bit weird. I think the custom skirts kind of blends a bit better with the front bumper, so we're gonna do the color matched ones there. Spoiler upgrades. So in real life, this 177 has an active rear spoiler, absolutely amazing. But obviously back then in GTA at the time, well, I think the T20, I mean, there were cars that were getting active spoilers, but they didn't give it to this one for some reason. So yeah, you have low level spoiler upgrade, you have high level carbon, and carbon wing type 2, which is just huge. So I mean, this one looks pretty good, and this one looks, I mean, they're both pretty decent. I would have preferred a ducktail to kind of accent, you know, the lines back here. I mean, you can see it has a little bit of a ducktail back there stock, but I don't know. I think they could have done a bit better. Between these two spoiler upgrades, I think this one probably looks the best. The low level, you can see it kind of has that contour on the top, kind of matching the lines on the back of the trunk lid there. How kind of like dips down. I guess we'll just do that one. Suspension, this thing definitely needs to be lowered. Oh yeah, 100 times better. Transmission, turbo. Wheels. So personally, I think the stock wheels on this car are gorgeous. They're like a gray with like kind of like chrome accents, which matches, you know, all the chrome that's on the car around the windows. I think around the rear glass as well, it has some chrome there. So I mean, it has little bits of chrome here and there, and I feel like it matches very well. But you know, you can always go with a different, you know, custom wheel here if you want. You know, there's obviously some really nice ones here, but honestly, I mean, this stock wheel is exclusive to this car, at least at the time I'm recording this. So I'm just gonna keep that wheel. I think it looks really good on this car, and it really fits the styling, and it's kind of similar to the 177 wheels that came on the car. So okay, continuing to windows, I think we'll black this out. Yeah, and that's all the options there. So not anything too crazy. I mean, what are the visual parts? Just exhaust, skirts, and rear spoiler. That's pretty much it for visual. There's no hood option, no bumper option. The roof already comes carbon, so I guess there's that. But if you want a primary color, you're out of luck. You're forced to have it in carbon. So yeah, there's no secondary color either. You know, I think maybe interior color would have been nice for this. I think I would have kind of set it off a bit. But alright, let's go ahead and exit to ground. It's a really, really good looking car. I mean, regardless that it doesn't have much visual customization, but you gotta admit, the styling of this car, I mean, I think it's gorgeous. Some people might find it ugly, but I mean, this line that starts down here and it kind of wraps around upwards towards the bumper, I mean, I think it's just so cool. It looks really, really good. Awesome design, and the one on the side as well. Plus it does have a, you know, the wide hips at the back. I mean, it's a really, really good looking car. Give it a couple revs here. Very similar exhaust note to the Massacro first person. Very similar interior to the Massacro. However, it doesn't have the Dewbauchee logo on the steering wheel for whatever reason. I don't know why. I know the Massacro has the Dewbauchee logo on the steering wheel, but this one they either forgot or I don't know. Maybe they were in a rush when they made this car. But alright, let's floor it. Rear-wheel drive, a lot of wheel spin. And of course it gets going very well. Now this car, the handling is actually pretty good, but it's one of those cars that handles better on flat surfaces because the turning circle is pretty good at higher speeds. On bumpy roads, not so much. The Massacro is definitely quicker around most tracks, especially if they're like, you know, bumpy city tracks and such. But I mean, this one still holds its own pretty well. It's just not that great over the bumps. Few corners here. It doesn't do too bad. it's really smooth for the most part. Acceleration is decent, especially for at the time when this car came out. It's not bad. Let's see if we can do a handbrake launch in a mid-drive. Let's see. Yeah, it does it. Somewhat. Oh man. Darn it. Let's see the interior here. Yikes. Yeah, interior is not great. I mean, what do you expect from 2016? Headlights, not bad. And this car, I mean, I rarely drive this thing. I don't even know if anything opens on this car. Let's pull over here and see. Not the fastest car, you know. It's such a good looking car though. At least to me. I know some people find it completely ugly, you know. That's, you know, all different, all preferences and stuff, but I think it's awesome. Everything opens up, nice. Engine model. This looks very familiar. I think this is from the Carbon is there? I don't even, I can't remember. But yeah, really awful texture quality. Again, 2016, can't expect much. Interior, you know, copy and paste from most of the sports cars in game. The trunk opens, okay. That's actually pretty cool, not bad. Really tiny opening. Really weird the way that opens. But yeah, that's all the options there. Not bad. I think it's a pretty cool car to own. Again, as I talked about earlier, the reason I still have mine in my garage, I've had it ever since I bought it when it first came out. And it's because of the styling. I mean, that's what keeps me from selling this car. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The front bumper, even the hood, the side. I mean, it's a really, really good looking car. I wish the stock exhaust, that's probably the only thing I wish that would work properly, because I do prefer the quad setup back here. But other than that, awesome car. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed. Remember to let me know down below in the comments what car from late 2015 do you want to see me customize next. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.